Learning Hub. The channel is for the quality control engineer, site engineer, and the civil engineer who are working in the construction field. In this channel, we are dealing with anything and everything which is required to get success in the construction. Today also, I'm going to discuss about a quality control topics, that is inspection. We know that inspection is a very important terms or in process in the construction quality control. Without the inspection, it is next to impossible to get the product as per the requirement. But there are different types of inspection: hold point inspection, surveillance inspection, and witness inspection. Why there are these three types of inspection is required, and what is the definition of each, and what is the example? In today's video, I will discuss each and everything. So stay tuned until the end to get the full information. And if you are new in my channel, kindly subscribe my channel and hit the bell icon so that whenever I upload a new video, you will get immediate notification. So without wasting time, let's jump into the subject, that is hold point, witness point, and surveillance point. These are the integral part of a quality control process, or rather it's the inspection process, or it should be incorporated in the inspection test plan. And what is inspection test plan and why it is important and how to write down an inspection test plan, I have made a detailed video. Link is there or in the description. Please check, you will get the full information. But today's video is all about the hold point, witness point, and the surveillance point. So one by one, we need to uncover what is the definition, what is the explanation, what is importance, and what is the example. First, we need to check the hold point. This is the first point we need to know. The first point is the hold point, and what is the definition? The definition is a hold point is a mandatory inspection stage in the process where work must stop until the inspection is completed and written approval is given by the responsible authorities. Who is the responsible authorities? Like client, consultant, QAQC engineer, or any other authorities. But so what does it mean? That means without the written approval, you cannot start the next activity. That means it is you need to hold your work and you need to offer the inspection, and the inspecting authority will come and they will inspect, and when they will release for the next activity, then only you can start the next activity or next work. That is why it's called the hold point. That means you need to hold your work. So what is the explanation why it is important? That is, the contractor cannot proceed further until the activity is inspected and cleared and requires formal release to continue the next step. That means not only the inspection has been done, but you need to a written approval or written consent that the next activity can be started. Say, let's take an example. Suppose you need to do the plaster work. Now, before the plaster work, what you need to complete? All the chase cutting work and the electrical conduiting and the plumbing conduiting work. Then you need to fix the label pad. Then you need to fix the plaster accessories. That means the angle beads, top bead, etc., or the chicken wire mesh in between concrete and the brickwork or the block work joint. So these are all the things you need to complete before starting the plaster work. So before plastering starter work, then you need to check this surface preparation or plaster accessories fixing activities. So these are the hold point. Without the approval, it is not advisable to start the work. You need to bring the client or the consultant for the inspection, and once they will release that it can be started, then only you can start the plastering one. So these are the hold point. And why it is important? Because ensuring critical quality parameters are before proceeding. That means you need to ensure that whatever the required to start the next activity is already completed. Such as I will give you the example, that means electrical conduiting work, mechanical plumbing conduiting work, and the fixing of plaster accessories all have been made. Then only you can start the plaster work. That is why this is the hold point. So why it is important? This prevents rework or failure later stages. That means it is the one of the major things that is holding, and it is preventing the failure. That suppose you are not doing the electrical conduiting one and you are doing the plaster work. Now whenever you want to do the conduiting work, you need to cut the plaster, and this is the failure or the rework. So avoid the failure or the rework. This hold point is required. And maintenance project compliance with the specification that I will discuss. And what is the example we can take? That's before pouring concrete for a slab, a hold point is kept for formwork inspection, embedded conduiting check, and approved RFI or the request for inspection. Sometimes it is called the work inspection or WIR, also work inspection request. So what you need to do, these are all you need to check before doing the slab concreting. That means reinforcement work, form work, then embedded conduiting work, and given approval from the concerning authority, that is RFI or the WIR or the WR, whatever it is, or sometimes it's called IR, inspection request. So these are all about the hold point. That means in the hold point, you cannot go beyond the work until and the approval is taken. But some activities you have that you don't need to stop the work, but you can proceed. So that is coming the second type of inspection, that is a witness point inspection. What is witness point inspection? Witness point is a planned inspection stage where the relevant authority is notified in advance to attend the inspection, but work can proceed if they chooses not to attend. That means these activities are not the hold point. That means you need not to hold your work, but you need to inform to the authorities. You need to inform the authorities that you need to check this one and it's to start the work, but it may they come or may not come. So it is up to them, but it will not hold your activity. So that is why it is coined that inspection stages where the relevant authority is notified. That means you need to notify them that I am doing these activities in advance to attend. But if they are choose to not to attend, you no need to stop the work. Just like a hold point, you can proceed. So that is the witness point, or they need to witness. So what is the explanation? That's not mandatory to wait for inspection before continuing. Just like a hold point, it is not that. Must provide reasonable time for the witness to be present. That means if you want to witness any activities, that you need to give a reasonable times to the authorities. The activity continues if no objection or feedback is given. So why it is important? Witness point allows flexibility while ensuring visibility. That means it gives the flexibility also doing the work, but also ensuring the visibility. Used for medium critical activities. It's not that kind of activities, the hold point that you need to hold, but it is for the medium critical activities. Saves times if authority chooses not to. That means if the authorities choose not to come, you need not to hold the activities. You can start, you can continue the work. So it is helping to progress the projects, or it is choosing to not to waste the same times. And what example you can take, that a concrete slump test or any other test for the site before pouring, consultant may witness or may not witness. But if they may not witness, that it is not that you need to stop the activities. So any kind of the cube test or the brick test, whatever, you need to call them for their witness. But if they are chosen not to come, that means you can start the work or you can continue the activities without affecting the progress. And if not available, test is conducted and report is submitted. So that is called the witness point. And the next point is the surveillance point. So why? Already discussed, that is a hold point, you must hold the activities. And the witness point, that means you need to call the consultant or the client for a witness, and their call, it may they not choose or will come or may not come, but the activity will continue. Now this is surveillance point, another types of inspection. That is, what is the definition? A surveillance point allows ongoing or random inspection without prior notice. It is used to monitor compliance continuously without stopping work. That means this is the surveillance point. That means you need not to inform officially or formally for the inspection. The ongoing activity can start. That means suppose you are doing the brick work or the plaster work, that you can start or you can carry out the work, and you need not to inform them to come for the inspection, but they can come anytime without prior notice. So, and they can check the work whether it is doing as per the specification or as per the relevant IS code. So that is the definition of surveillance point. What is the explanation? That's no formal approval or holding is required. That means no need to formal approval or information intimation to them or any holding point. That means work can go. Inspector may check anytime during activity. So whenever you are doing the concreting activity, after everything is clear, so concreting activity will be ongoing, but the inspector can anytime and can check anytime the slump check, vibration, in anything they can check as per the requirement, but you need not to stop the work. Often used for routine or low risk operation. What is the importance? Helps maintain continuous quality control, defects deviation in real time, builds a culture of consistent quality compliances. And what example we can take for the surveillance point, that supervisor randomly inspects the curing of concrete. See, curing of concrete is ongoing activity. For that, you don't wait for their approval or their inspection, but you need to follow the procedure, and they can come anytime and they can check the curing. Storage of cement bags, safety practice at height, these are all the activities you can carry out without affecting the progress or without informing them, but they can come anytime and they can check. That's called the surveillance point. So these are the 3 points, inspection point, that is the hold point, witness point, and the surveillance point. I hope I have discussed all about this. But one thing, so why different types of inspection is required? Why not everything is hold point, or why not is everything in witness point? So why it is required? That there are 3 types of inspection. First is to define the level of control. Now, the all activities in the construction is not the same critical or same magnitude. That can be differentiate, or that can be categorized critical, non-critical, or like that. So it's define the level of control. That means how we want to control the act at the site, that is defined. That means not all construction activities carry the same level of risk. Activities, that is a foundation concreting, need more control. That's where hold points come in. Medium risk activities such as surface finishing might only need someone witness or to review, that witness or surveillance point. So it also helps to identify which is a critical activities and which is a non-critical activities. It also helps to find out the degree of control of the projects, and also it is defined how it can be measured, and also it is help to give the end product as per the requirement. Also in the time, if all become the whole point, the project will be delayed. So it is also helping us to finish the product or finish the project within the time. The next is to ensure compliance with the standard, that is already discussed, that we need to follow the specification and we need to follow the IS code wherever the authorities guidelines is there. So these are all helping us to ensure compliances with the standard. Then to assign responsibility. Why? These are very much important. Many a time we are overlooking this, that this hold point, witness point, and surveillance point is assigning the responsibility. Who is responsible for that? That clarifies who must be present and who is accountable for each steps. And the hold point, work must stop. Witness and engineer may inspect, but work can proceed if not present. Surveillance point, continuous or random checks by quality personnel. So this also define, or this also assign the responsibility of the site people. Then optimize resources. So instead of inspect every task and the same way, this method prioritize inspection based on risk and importance, saving time and manpower. So these are also helping the optimize resources. It helps the time and the manpower. And then to maintain a clear quality trail. What is that? That means how the activities is taken care and how this everything will be processed, or in the it will be followed in the inspection. That is also help this type of inspection. These points become a part of the inspection, and the test plan helps in audit, documentation, and approvals, and shows the client and third parties that the quality control was systematic and documented. So that is why these are all the 3 points is important. It is giving the quality control and it is giving the end product as per the requirement. So I hope you find it useful, and if you find it useful, kindly subscribe my channel and hit the bell icon, so that whenever I upload a new video, you'll get immediate notification. And if you want to know anything more about quality control and construction, please let me know. I will come with more content like this, and I'm waiting for your valuable comments, so that from your valuable comments everybody will be benefited. And thank you once again for watching me.